Okay. So just when I speak about Guzman and some of the things that he told me while he was there, it wasn't helping me commit crimes or anything like that. Uh, Essentially, we were in a situation where the corruption in Baltimore, Maryland skyrocketed overnight. Now, I don't attribute it to Bush because I don't think Bush wanted these things to happen. But again, that's the people that were doing it under the Clinton administration are the same people that are doing it under the Bush administration. So what's happening when the Bush takes office, again, it's when anybody else takes office, is the deep state's trying to put additional people different additional places and take more territory. And that's what happened. But it doesn't mean that Bush was deep state. I mean, obviously he's part of something. But again, situation normal, why do we hold it against one person and not against someone else? So I don't do that. I don't play that game. So Goose told me a little bit, but I didn't know anything that was going on really. He felt it was very unfair what was happening, I'm sure. And he said, you were sold out and, kind of said it in passing. And that was that. I had already received information from spirits about, early retirement. Had nothing to do with anybody physical. No, well, I guess it was, it was Reagan, but he was like, he was in bed and I don't think he was lucid or anything. So it was towards the end, his last year and a half or 2 years. Right. Probably it says probably a year to year and a half. So when Reagan was starting to leave the body, his life was ending, I was beginning to wake up. 38, 39, 40. Again, but I wouldn't say I was awake when I was 38. So I said this for a reason. So what was happening is, I told the government, I said to the government people, through social media and other things, maybe walking around like I'm on the phone or something while they're around me. Right. So I'd say, I said, the idea of whether you're going to prosecute it or not is not the be all of investigating these things. You have to know from an intelligence standpoint, what are your agents going to experience? What's going on around them? What does Cambridge Analytica do? And who will they sell your information to? Even if you say, don't sell my information, because that's all bullshit. Right? Now, you can say, don't sell my information. And if Elon Musk wants to pay $1 million, there goes your information. Right. It probably wouldn't even take that much. Right. So again, these are things that help agents defend against the corruption. And you see the whole thing I was speaking about is in those anti-ICE people. And I told you since 2007, they were being trained. I said a little different back then. When the resurgence of the Soviet emblem and indicia and all that hit, I said, these young people out there, they're being essentially, what the word used, trained, indoctrinated. And you're going to have trouble in the future because of what's happening today. And it happened. Not because I said it, because it was true. So they trained these people to be the people that I told you was around me and doing that to me. It's spycraft. It's a spycraft assassination of ICE and ICE officers. But it has nothing to do with them. Do you understand that? It actually has to do with the people that train these people. They either want to take over the United States for ideological reasons, but what do we see in the communists of Colombia all the time? I tried to fix it. It didn't work. We gave them space. We gave them way. We let them come out of the jungles. And what happens? All of a sudden, they're back in the jungles. They're selling dope. Right. Right. And even their presidents even won. So again, it doesn't work. Again, you always have to go through the motions at least, or you don't have any power against it because they'll say, no, it's this. Right. So what I'm saying is, so Goose helped me a little bit. But what happens is when they came in to do whatever it is they were doing, people were leaking information to the corrupt officers, to the deep state, so they could circumvent it. At a certain point, Guzman, he's a great American for doing it. That was a Russian takeover, narco takeover, sex trafficking takeover. The system was being put in that I speak about right now. Right. Again, people were on the take independently, but this is a conglomerate of being on the take. What? So again, it's you know, they're going to come in and they're going to check people out, but what's actually happening? The people that are corrupt actually probably set it up because it's a scam. It's been in the government. I'm sure they did it to Doug Bettman. I'm sure his life never would have took that turn had they not operated it in some way. Right? They're going, you know, you'll hear him in the background. Oh, he's admitting to a crime. And it's, you know, it's one of their scams. Thanks. But just like, you know, I only received help once and it was no big deal. It's just, you know, it didn't trigger my departure. What triggered my departure is that little girl and Slickster, their internal affairs investigation was over and they both started again. So I was like, there's no way to maintain my life here. There's no way to protect my country from what's going on here. And it's going to take me down to the point where I'll have an issue that I can't, you know, the God, quote unquote, God can't fix, because obviously I wasn't fixing it, God was. Right. They're just not allowed. I mean, everybody knew these things were scams. I mean, it's typical organized crime. What was going on in Baltimore, Maryland was typical organized crime. But again, it's deep state and involves CIA and all that stuff. So as I said, they took what they learned from being law enforcement officers to develop a better criminal enterprise. That's what they did. What they learn as spies, what they learn as law enforcement officers in investigating criminals and how criminals get caught and, you know, all the different things and how criminals stay from, you know, getting caught, which means they'll kill people. And then everybody's afraid to say something. So they knew that, and they killed Luna in the best way they could without getting caught. Whether they physically or psychologically did it is neither here nor there, because the effect worked. No, Goose is a great American for telling me. I mean, that was a takeover of our government by criminal enterprise. You know, he just said, you know, Marshall sold jail. Right. Which doesn't mean I'm doing anything. Right? Everybody knows Hughes was corrupt. Everybody knows his money never made sense, even when he was state trooper. But again, they try to flip the script. So it's your money that never made. I don't have any money not to make sense. Oh, but I don't know where that $10 came from. Maybe something. Right. That's the kind of bullshit it is, though. Like, Moore has to be investigated. We have to check his money out. But yet somebody like Johnny Hughes, they don't even. And everybody knows Johnny Hughes' money doesn't make any sense. Right. Oh, but he's a Republican. He wasn't a Republican. He wasn't a Democrat. He wasn't a Republican. He was a gangster. Plain and simple. No, it's not some squabble. Johnny Hughes tried to kill me. He's a piece of shit. His son tried to kill me. He's a piece of shit. His buddy Rick Henry tried to kill me. He's a piece of shit. Murder, dead. Like Luna dead. What don't you fucking get? Huh? You want to go to fucking jail? I'll will it. Now you go to fucking jail. You better watch yourselves over. Fucking murdering officers still. And calling it ICE or some shit. Right? Fucking corrupt fucking pieces of shit. Running around murdering officers while they're in law enforcement. And then saying that the blue fucking line. You notice they don't get to wear the blue line flag anymore, right? Well, I guess it's coming back again. Right. That's because you weren't blue line. I was. You all sold it. Just like every other piece of shit. Right. I don't move my will. Sounded good though, right? Oh, it's an excited utterance. Oh, okay. Curse you and curse your family. That's an excited utterance too. I mean, okay, let's say it's an excited utterance. Let's go no, we're going to go back through the last 30 years. What would it be an excited utterance about? What would it really be an excited utterance about? You getting paid $10 million to fuck my family. They wouldn't fucking be interested in you fucking do nothing pieces of shit. If you weren't murderers that murdered my family. You murdered them. I told you how it works before. If God wasn't with us, we'd all be dead. Right. Thanks, Serge. Play like it's some fucking shit like you're fucking using down here in fucking New Mexico. Now, again, he may have done it. That's no litmus test on the fraud that's down there. Right. Fucking pieces of shit. Like I was just in the mind with an agent, like anybody that would block a 50-year-old disabled man from finding a woman to settle down with is a fucking evil piece of shit. Whether they're the governor of fucking New Mexico or they're the homeless guy in New Mexico. We don't fucking care. Evil is fucking evil. Right. Playing your fucking games. After having been blocked well, why did we block you? Because you're a devil. Let's go back to the 1980s when you tried to block me in Korea and block the marriage to my wife. No, it wasn't a good thing. She was a good woman till you destroyed her and made her something else. There's a criminal enterprise in Warminster. And the guy's father, the guy that I was telling you about, that my mother and I set up, his father's a crook. So he reached out to whoever they were. But again, it involves dirty cops. Right. Now, isn't it funny that Tucker Carlson saying what I say about somebody stealing technology and stealing people's stuff and then saying it's their own? Elon does it, man. They all do it. But again, I'm just being real. Elon does it. Schmelon does it. Gelon does it. Quilon does it. Zelon does it. It's just like I said. Ooh, Halliburton. Cheney's using Halliburton, and you're using Falliburton when you were in office. Right. We agree, Larry. So you come to work every day, busting your ass, and they're sitting back laughing because they know there's going to be that point when they come into Baltimore to check everyone out. Right. The big scam. Tenet was a fucking criminal. We wouldn't even have had that position at that point. Oh, yeah, great effort. 20 years later, oops, we couldn't get anywhere. Of course, they can't get anywhere. They kill anybody that can get anywhere. Well, they steal the budget. I wonder how much money Tenet stole from the budget. Correct. Fucking garbage people. Yeah, there was nobody in danger. They knew that. It was a scam. Right. You're looking at a case file that's bullshit. Look at it all day long, because even you know if you take it to somebody, you get fucked. You get fired. You get arrested for fraudulent statements, for false statements. You can write a file all fucking day long. Fucking Miss Luna's girlfriend, buddy, who was sexing everyone in Baltimore when she was an agent, even she wrote up fucking bullshit. Miss Multi-Millionaire. Right. She's not the greatest of the greatest. She spread her legs better than everyone else. She lied better than everyone else. She would take people out for them. She was a hit woman. She's a Mata Hari. She destroyed the country with all the other fucks like Mueller, Comey, and Tenet. And Haspel. You have to realize what they're doing. There is a replacement theory, but it's bigger than you know. Because they're bringing them here so that dirty cops have somebody to use, and dirty cops have somebody to pay them. That's what they're here for. Of course, the chief in Minneapolis isn't going to back ICE if he took money from them. Question, did he take sexual favors? Agreed. These people are clowns, man. They destroyed this nation. But it's racism, right? To point to the crimes of immigrants. Because we're all good people, actually. Ooh, this one worked for the FBI. This one worked for Comey. This one worked for Mueller. So what they do is they refuse to allow you to have a normal relationship with a woman and say it's about your sex crimes that are nowhere in any evidence. Right. I was toasting up a tortilla. Set the fire alarm off. Didn't go off last night. It's temperature. The warmer it is, the more likely your fire alarms or my fire alarms are going to actually go off on a false alarm. Oh, I didn't put the fan on. I didn't see that. So again, they're doing that, and then they're bringing gay men around you. And guess what they're doing? They're casting spells. And spells are also psychological operation. If you don't go with the gay man, they torture you. Right. If you try to reach out to a woman, they torture you. This is every police department in New Mexico, every single one, including feds. While they effectuate that scam that I was speaking about. So I'm 50-something years old. I haven't been with a woman in years. They know it. They laugh about it. They have sex over it. It's that sick. I wouldn't know anything about that woman, but when you tried to cover up who she was, I figured it out. And not then and there. I didn't even care that much back then. I just thought it was weird that you blocked me from her all that time. And when I finally said something to Master Angelo, he's just like, "Oh, we're geeks and you're just too cool for us." I'm like, "What?" I mean, these are fucking the lowest piece of shit worm dirt fuckers on earth. They go to prep school with people like Elon and Elon's kids, and they're fucking garbage. Fuck your money, Elon, if you want to fuck people. Fuck your money, Ellison, if you want to fuck people. You're devils when you do that. Come around me 30 years later after your fucking millionaire buddies and your billionaire buddies fuck my life because they're a bunch of fucking wackos like the motherfucking CIA officer that drugged Richie, the deputy in the 60s. Right. No change. Fucking loser pieces of shit. Take your fucking operators and go to fucking hell today. Motherfucking pieces of shit sold out this nation and are ready to sell it out again. Sitting up there in Trump's ear. Because they got fucking millions. Trump's a fucking idiot when he fucking listens to them. Right? You can't fucking focus 2 seconds on Iran and Venezuela. You gotta fucking bring up Greenland? What the fuck is that? Was that your escape because you fucked up those operations? You better get fucking focused. And you better fucking effectuate those missions. I mean, obviously, Greenland has a reason to want to be with the U.S. as at least a territory, right? But you got fucking 3 years left in office. Why are you doing that now? 100%. No, I'm not against Trump. I'm against fucking idiots that are advising it. And it probably includes millionaires and billionaires who are probably working for Putin while making it look they're not. They don't fucking care. They just want another billion, man. They don't give a fuck about nothing. But so do Democrats. Democrats, same fucking thing. Right. So we'll bring it back to square on who needs to be taken down so that we as the people can succeed. Both the Democrats and the Republicans. And don't put out a Kennedy for the third party. Fuck that from here on in. I'll move the machine against all of you. I'll spend all day minding it so it kills both you and all of you. Right. I'm not going to kill you. The machine will. The machine you created to kill me. And Jonathan Luna. Jonathan Luna was killed by techies and corrupt agents and narcos and Russians. Because they want the cover. They didn't believe Luna would cover them. But again, who you're relying on are Rick Henrys, Karen Sheltons, Johnny Hugheses, people that lie just like you all lie. Well, if you're willing to change what you're fucking doing, then I'll accept it. But you want to play these games? Fuck you. Who pays you to throw the fucking Iranian operation? I want to know who paid you. Is it the millions, the multi-millions from Obama? Who pays you all? Who's paying you to fuck up the Venezuela operation? No, they don't want to liberate the people. They want to enslave them to someone else that they control. Because it's going to fail. If you don't liberate the people, it's going to fail. If you're going to put in a bunch of fucking millionaires and billionaires like you're doing in the fucking Gaza, it's going to fucking fail. You're going to have terrorism and you're going to fucking die. And people are going to die. It's a fucking scam. Worthless fucking prep school scumbags. Worthless Ivy League fuckheads. I agree. Worthless. Agents agree with me. Military agrees with me. You get the hint? You may own the prosecution mechanism, but you don't own them, no matter what party they're in. Except for the Hugheses and the Henrys. 100%. What the fuck are you doing? Installing fuckheads to run these fucking things. And not liberating the people. Am I pro-Palestinian? I'm pro-people, man. I'm pro-God, man. I ain't pro your bullshit. Oh, is it Palestinian or is it Israel? Which one do you support, Mr. Moore? So we can make the counter-argument and pay people to be the counter-argument. Fuck your money. How about that? Should I sit here all day and fuck your money all day the way you fuck mine with people that stalk me 24/7 for 30 years? Fucking CIA's a piece of shit. Somebody's paying them off. I agree. Or they're part of the criminal enterprise and just there to play the game. I agree. No, I didn't threaten you with me killing you. I threatened you with God killing you. Big difference, asshole. Is that what you tell people all day? More threaten me? Because you know what that tells me? That tells me you paid people to kill me. And you're part of what's going on in Albuquerque. Oh no, we're Republicans, they're Democrats. Bullshit. Putin moves $100 million, they'll do whatever he says. Don't believe their bullshit that we're trying to take down Putin. We just can't get there. Democrats and Republicans. It's a scam for them to make money while other people die. These prep school idiots don't even know how to care about anything. As long as they get the next Starbucks, the next property in Tahiti and San Francisco and everywhere else. Zuckerberg's a fool, a piece of shit, made by a bunch of criminal spies, including Russians. They can manipulate him, they put him in. They do the psychology test, they put him in. He's manipulatable, he doesn't give a shit about anybody. We'll put him in and make him the best philanthropist on the earth. Sour grapes? Fuck you and your sour grapes. Trying to project bullshit. You're criminals, man. Every last one of you killed people. Physically. So you need to take your minds and go somewhere else before I blow it all for every last one of you. And we'll start from scratch again. Right. You want to set people up? You'll be set up. 100%. You know what it looks like, the fucking Gaza thing? I mean, you don't even want to fucking hide it. The Democrats aren't going to say nothing for another 6 months. You're lucky I'm saying something. Right. I agree. The founding members of Gaza sounds like the founding members of the what can we call it? Whatever, the Paramount real estate group, right? Well, because you're not going to beat the Palestinian terrorists. As soon as you get comfortable, as soon as you build your $1 million properties, your $1 billion properties, they're going to come along, and they're going to screw it up for you. So the Trump of tomorrow will be out there. Gavin Newsom's the same thing. Right. And they'll figure out how to make $1 billion off of it. Right. It's the same thing they tried in the 60s and it didn't work. Right. Same thing they tried in the 70s, it didn't work. And besides, the way you're going, you're going to end up, we were on track until you did this shit again. I know it's Ellison and all the millionaires and billionaires that are skewing the operations. Right. The question is, where is the corrupt money coming from and where it's going in reality? Again, they live in this world where they're duping me. Not that I know what's going on, but hey, I think we can use this to help people. Right. So you're going to fuck everything up. Democrats going to get in there and everything you've done for the last 4 years wiped. You don't care because you have an extra $100 billion. Meanwhile, people slaved and people died to get you that extra $100 billion. You're going to hell for it. You're all going to hell for it. Believe me. So I'm your best friend right now because nobody else is going to tell you you're going to hell. You're not going to believe a Democrat because they're just as corrupt. Never heard of such bullshit. The founding members of Gaza. Bunch of spoon-fed. Bunch of spoon-fed prep school rejects. Right. And if you keep projecting it's going to pay me money, you're going to get fucked every time. You've been getting, maybe that's why you're making mistakes, but you need to stop projecting it. If you're going to give me money, you give it to me. I told you before, you don't project that I'm going to get paid. You don't do it unless you're going to pay me. 100%. It's a scam. It's part of their scam. The system will react to it. 100%. There ain't no doubt that Elon and those people will me death and hard conditions in my life. There's no doubt. No doubt there have been people like that for decades. Because they do the psychological analysis. We can't own him. We can't make him corrupt. So he's no good to us. Meanwhile, they made trillions off of me. That just shows you what fucking liars they are. Right. And it didn't fucking happen. That all planning to make money off the Gaza. And it's fail, and the Democrats will take over, and we'll be back to square one. Focus on one fucking mission, like Iran or Venezuela, and get it done. It's that fucking simple. You owe me. You all owe me. I get to tell you what to do. No, it isn't. Oh, the ICE thing. No, nothing. Everything. Since I was in the Army. Right. Asleep, but you still owed me and didn't pay me. Right. No, I know what you're doing. You can at least get something done. But you're manipulating everything just to pay all of you. And it's going to turn out to be nothing. Because the Democrats are going to get back in and it'll be over. I agree. All because you're greedy. But I admit it, they're greedy. Doesn't exonerate any of you. Gotta wonder what fucking bullshit you bought in with the Ayatollah that he fucking played us like that. The Ayatollah stung him, I guarantee it. 100%. What? If you hadn't have been who you've been in my life and there's my life for the last 30 years, and if you would have changed, I wouldn't be saying this. Because there'd be some honesty in all of you. Hey, you're fucking independent operators. You don't work for the United States. You don't even work for yourselves half the time. Right? So, yeah, the midterms just swung the other way. Has nothing to do with ICE. Right. I mean, of course, some people will vote because they're part of that, part of that thing. Right. Right. You just sat there and you said, oh, I have the God. This is the genius that we are. It's going to be my buddy, this guy, my nephew, this guy, my son-in-law, that guy. Well, Jews know that it's true, that it's never going to get anywhere but make you all rich. But again, there's going to be terrorists, I guarantee it. It'll actually increase terrorism. Honest. Failed the fucking Iran. And then Iran. Oh. Yeah. There's no sense after you fail Iran, what everybody believed Iran was going to be. When you failed Venezuela, what everybody believed Venezuela was going to be, that you announce the Gaza people, or the Gaza board, whatever it is. Makes no fucking sense. Well, you could have waited another year, couldn't you? Or you need to clean that world up. You techies created those pieces. You need to control or take them completely out. Right. There's no doubt. If the techies hadn't created that corrupt world with CIA and all the FBI corruption, that Jonathan Luna would still alive. Who knows who else? Rickard. Right. It breeds the idea that if they pay him, they can do anything they want. Oh, this is why New Mexico did it to me? Bullshit. Right. What's this? Bezzy sausage. Mm. Yeah, Zuckerberg's an evil son of a bitch. Right. Uses philanthropy to make more money from the Democrats. Right. That's what he did. Right. No, they're still there. In fact, if I would go to a church here or a synagogue, same shit would happen. It isn't a test. With test, I already passed. Like agents will tell you, if they're honest, that he passed all the tests. In fact, he enabled tons of investigations in several cities in the United States. The questions we have is about people that work for social media. Their money never made sense, but they were, spreading their legs and doing dirty deeds for Mueller, Comey, Tenet, Haspel. Right. Well, many of them, they're pretty hot women. You've seen them in the news. They spread their legs in the FBI, then they go and they spread their legs in the techie world. It's not about one person. Don't play your game where you put somebody from my past somewhere and I can't speak about it. Again, that's it. Right. In fact, should have been investigated and fired. I was told she was actually investigated, but not fired. And of course, that holds true if you read the congressional hearing. Right. Again, no violence. So again, I caution people when they get excited like that, make sure you say no violence. Stay peaceful. Don't be angry. Like Tucker Carlson's actually on to something. Right. But it's not going to go anywhere because he really has no power to change anything. And anytime, even if he could, they have more money than him, then because people sell out. That's what the whole world was created to be. That's what that whole 1990s, early 2000 takeover was about. Only sellouts get to be anybody. They have to work purely for money. And they'll make you look like the best philanthropist that is the most honest and altruistic philanthropist that ever exists. I mean, we're back on this bullshit of Mars. I mean, just stop it. Right. Well, I imagine Trump's going to throw some more contracts towards Elon, so we're all going to Mars. There's no proof that we could live to fly to Mars. Right. They already just brought some people back for medical issues. Well, Trump sends him money, and the Democrats sends Schmims money. In fact, the Democrats are the one that really created the bull in the 90s. They were throwing money and back and forth between the techies and, Gates and all that. Now, is Gates a horrible as the people have replaced him, but he was, just focused on money, and he probably will pay for that. In his mind, he pays for it. 100 every. I agree. And again, they go, well, you have to pay us because we caused all these typos. Then they'll say, well, the typos are investigative in nature, and he's reacting to the typos. No, he's reacting to everything, okay? And if you think it's fucking funny to put typos in my fucking posts, you'll go to fucking hell today. Whoa! Not protecting me. They're not protecting the world. They're effectuating that they've been engaged in for over 30 years. Again, the big surprise was that everybody could buy into this thing. By the 1990s, everybody could. Didn't matter who you were. If you had the money to buy in, then you get in. Somebody killed like Jonathan Luna and Gricker. That's what law enforcement had become and still is. Correct. So they go, well, it was the narcos. He's saying it's the Russians. And you know what? People that knew are going, oh, shit. Because it's who's part of it. The narcos are part of it. The sex traffickers are part of it. They only arrest a portion of them. Now, it's not every cop. 100%. So in essence, you got yourself in trouble. They're putting me in. So they'll go find somebody and go, oh, you want us to handle this guy? Oh, he pissed the drug dealers off. Oh, he pissed the sex traffickers off. Oh, he pissed off the dirty cop. Oh, he pissed off people that made merchandise. They do it to anybody in the world, just about anybody that's intelligent. Oh, I'm not intelligent. Only Elon is, and only Ellison is. No, Carlson has the information that they're stealing stuff. Correct. Now, he may have committed suicide, that guy, but somebody forced him. Now, the question is whether that guy's involved or something else is involved that manipulates him. Again, if I could get up there, I'd figure out who was running it, but I can't investigate that side of it. Right. So I know it's up there, but who is it? Is it Brennan, Comey? Right. And there are people that's manipulating the guy that has a business, because if he doesn't do what they want, then they give him the business. The 86 out. Right. Or is it him? No, they're gangsters, man. The DOJ leadership has been gangsters. There's somebody, so there's people right now around Bondi. There's people, that's why they knocked me out, because they don't want me around Bondi. Right. 100%. No, once upon a time, like when the CIA was honest, they're like, bullshit. We want that person. Boom. Right. Right. Because they knew to the game. Right. The employees are constantly taking people that their corrupt entity tells them to take out. And that's fiscal also, which is, violation of several felonies. Right. But again, the way they show me how corrupt they were, how it doesn't matter what the truth is. This is what they, on purpose, showed me. Not to recruit, to try to get me to commit suicide or be violent and throw me in prison. Right. No, that little curse you out is nothing compared to what happens to people they do. In fact, that's left over from my Army days. Oh, troops love me, but they don't love the wrath of more. Right. So they're going to get paid because I said, fuck you. That's how their system works. Oh, you got to say, fuck you. Here's some money. Here's your Weinstein bonus. No, you're dangerous. Not change what LDS did to me. Nothing's going to change what LDS actually is, and nothing's going to change what LDS is doing to our informant in the Kirk assassination case. They turned the cult on because they don't want their people informing or getting in the habit of informing. They want to make it difficult. Right. Well, because their people already know that they destroy people. Right. I mean, think about that. I'm a church and I destroy people for corrupt purpose and money. Look at the temples we're building. It's worth it. You mind that they are. They're devils, man. The question is whether spies are running it. Again, there's LDS spies that were probably part of this the whole time. Took me a while to figure it out. Right. We'll see how that works. Yeah, it was a sexualization operation. But it was a sexualization operation combined with extortion. There's no file. There's no honest file anywhere. It's been proven. Right. So do they still carry around the file? The dossier? Now, I was going to say, where the prostitutes urinated on Trump, but I'm like, I don't know if that happened or not. So if I say it, I could be saying something about myself there. Now, I believe they're steering Trump in the wrong direction. We're spinning. Somebody's trying to take Trump out from the inside. Right. It might be the billionaires. Again, if they give him $100 million and doesn't matter now. Right. Mars is a pipe dream. I mean, the best you'll get a few people up there and they might even just, last and die. Right. Well, what was supposed to happen during this prime period is I was supposed to have my life and show you the psychic way. And again, that's prophecy, seer. Right. So you have the gifts, as they call it. They can restore the gifts. Right. So that you wouldn't worry about getting off the planet. Because everybody would be really assured of their salvation. Or otherwise. And then, right. Thank you, Mary. So you see now, we'll get off the planet, we'll be okay. Need to go to God. Right. Remember, this planet is nothing. So if they tell you how they're winning, Harry's a loser, that was their plan. Do you understand Satan's plan and their plan? It's a scam. I'm supposed to have money. Right. And they made money off of my money. Off of things that I would have made money off. Or again, the idea of the system is this. I don't have to make money. And again, somebody like Tucker Carlson wouldn't come along and say you're ripping people off if you weren't, which means this. If you took care of people that you took the information from and made sure they had a normal life and had wealth, then nobody would say anything. And Tucker Carlson couldn't find it. So you're all being put on notice. Right. No, it just wouldn't happen. So again, there's like I explained, there's a corrupt fine. If that's what you are and that's what the earth is, fine. But at least be honest within your corrupt system. Again, honor among thieves has been a theme. Right. And you don't have to make me a billionaire. Just let me have a wife. I mean, this shit where you don't let me have a wife, not even a girlfriend. Come on, it's all of you. Don't even say there's something going on in my life because it'll fuck you every time. Because it's time for that. Right. No, it's out there. Boom. Oh, man, Elon will stop it. Elon will help. He'll be gone soon. And we'll all fly to Mars. Oh, wait, maybe it's just too tight. It's broke. It's a lie. Bleach resistant Zep bleach resistant sprayer is a lie. It's not bleach resistant. Right. That's also how I know it's real, because I can see what actually happened, how the anti fought the truth, right? Because each person can see the truth. Each person, like gifts are a lie, really. That's just normal creationary ability. Like everybody inside of them, in their soul form, if it could get through to your body, is a preacher, is an evangelist, is a seer, is a healer, because there's only one type of creation. And that ability doesn't come from you, it comes from God. So they disconnect you from God. This thing came up in the beginning. So you get on this planet, and they give you a book, hey, this is all there is, the Bible. But it's not all there is. And in fact, you don't even teach that right. Well, because the whole purpose of the New Testament was to identify evil. Right. And to explain to the people why failure exists. So they wouldn't run around going, it's Ice. Ice did it. No, it's Larry. Larry did it. Right. Well, stay peaceful. I'll be back in a minute. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God. Man, fuck. Fucking